Well, good morning. Morning, whatever time it is. What time is it? I don't even know. Local time right now is 9:45 in the morning. We are here in Illinois. I'm at a new shipper that I've never been to, and I'm gonna be getting loaded at some point. I don't exactly know when. This was kind of a last minute thing, so it's gonna be a little up in the air, but we'll see how it goes. It shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, get loaded from here, and then we're gonna run this thing north, and then just keep things moving. An update on the side panel. I think I brought this up in another video. My lower side panel on the passenger side of my truck, the nuts keep coming off the bolts no matter what we do, and it's just like kind of flapping there now. So I'm gonna see if I can rig a strap up or something like that on the inside of it to at least hold it, but I don't want to wrap anything around the fuel tank, and it's mounted to the fuel tank, so I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna finagle that around, but I got to try to come up with something. So we'll see what happens. But I got enough time. I should be able to figure something out with that, and then I don't know, I might get a little something to eat here too. I don't know, I'm kind of hungry, but we'll see what happens. Well, I'm currently at a Volvo Mack dealership. It's kind of like the service area. Remember that side panel I mentioned earlier? That was about hanging on the ground. Oh, this is the next day too, by the way. I sat in that dock for, I think it was a total of 6.5 hours yesterday. So there was nothing to film. There was nothing to do other than sit in the dock. But anyways, now I'm here. It's the next morning. I got here first thing, got them looking at the truck, so they're gonna try to figure out what's going on. But this is like the customer lounge, and it's actually kind of nice, believe it or not. From different service areas that I've seen, this isn't too bad. Leather couches, leather chairs. It's got a whole kitchen over there. Not that I need it for anything, and a TV and stuff like that, but I'm basically here. Hopefully they can get that done. I do have a load waiting for me for this afternoon. For some reason I can't make it, I'll be able to get a load for tomorrow. And I don't want that, because I lost pretty much all of yesterday, and then I can't lose today. I just can't. That's too much money lost. The only advantage to that is I'm not burning fuel too much, other than driving up here and then, you know, leaving the shipper yesterday. But there was really nothing, like I'm not idling the truck at all. It's 50 degrees outside. I'm not idling one bit, so I'm not burning any fuel, but I'm also not bringing money in by doing all of this. And I don't know how much this is going to cost today. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much, but we'll get it taken care of and we'll get it done. And I'll pay it whatever it is. I need that panel to be mounted on there. But this is a pretty nice place. It's very, very small. Like when you pull into park, it is so tiny. When they told me we don't normally have room for trailers, I'm like, well, that's fine. You know, I'll just bobtail then. When I pulled in, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, there's like no getting the trailer in here hardly at all because of the road it's on. But either way, that's kind of where things are at right now. I'm the only one in here. You know, I got the whole place to myself, as you can see, which is kind of nice. But if there was people in here, I'd probably just hang out outside. I'm not a big social person. I don't want to be, you know, in here with 10 other people and they're just sitting here talking about politics and this and that. And I don't get into politics. I have my opinion, and that's that. But I don't get into politics. I don't talk about politics on this channel. You're not going to hear me say like who I vote for and, you know, oh, the president's doing this or what. I don't even care. I don't get into any of that. So everybody's got their opinions, and that's that. But I don't know. I don't exactly know what the plan for today is going to be. I just got to wait to see what this load's going to have. If I'm able to even pick that up or not, and if I can even deliver it on time tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure. But we'll try to get something figured out, try to get something squared away. Let's see the view outside of this window. It's right out onto the road. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I wanted to come out to see if the truck went into the shop yet. And right here is where I parked. No, it's not. No, it was right over here. Now there's a car parked in that little spot. So the truck is in the shop. I know it's a little windy. I don't know how much the camera's picking that up. But as an update, the truck is in the shop. Hopefully it doesn't take too much longer. I don't know when they pulled it in. So it could have been 5 minutes ago. It could have been a half hour ago. It's hard to tell. But at least it's in. Ew, a box truck. Well, I decided to go for a quick little walk. I had checked in to see about what time they were thinking. I know it's really windy here. I checked in with them to find out about what time they were thinking. And I had a little bit of time. I can go for a little stroll. So now I'll just cross the street here. I set my water bottle right there. But anyways, I'm cold. It looks warm out today. It really does with that sun, but it's cold. I think just now it's 52 degrees, which isn't that cold, but by the time you add the wind into it, it's just a little chilly. This hoodie is not thick. It's pretty thin. So I got tired of sitting around in that customer lounge. Plus there was a couple guys that went in there and they set up this computer thing, and they were doing some sort of a conference call, like a video call or whatever, and they were having some connection problems. So they're in there, can you hear us? Can you hear us? I'm like, I don't want to just be sitting here listening to this. So I went and checked in with the service department, and then found found out about a time they were thinking. So now I'm just kind of walking around. Went for a little stroll. I didn't go far away. Now I gotta walk back uphill here. But that's alright. Nice little exercise. Ooh. Nice little exercise. Little workout, I guess. I don't know. Something different. You know, as a truck driver, you don't get to walk a whole lot unless you make time for it. So I'm gonna head back up here and then kind of see what happens. Hopefully it won't be too much longer, but that's the way it goes, especially at a dealership. Well, the truck is done. Finally. Wow, that took a little bit longer than what I was expecting. But whatever. It's done. Good to go. I'm getting my logs updated here. And then I'm going to be hitting the road and we'll go get the load. Hit the road and get the load. And then from there, take off. So that side panel is secure. I did go out there and double check it. And I mean, it's mounted on there pretty good. And then the engine light is now off as well. They got that sensor taken care of. I didn't ask for that, but they asked about it. And of course, you know, they said it had to be taken care of. So they did something with the sensor and we're all good now. So as soon as my logs are updated, I'm going to be able to get out of here. And I'm just going to go. I'm going to drive. I'm going to drive today. I'd like to. I've done a whopping 36 miles today. I need a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that. So, come on. The load. We're on our way. Just got to get through Chicago and then through Indiana and through part of Ohio yet today. So we probably still have about another maybe about 320, 330 miles to go for the day. About 7 hours that is left available to me because of the fact that I sat in the shop for so long. My time had already started before that, so there wasn't a whole lot of options there for me to save my clock. But either way, here we are. We're rolling now. No more standing around. No more sitting in a customer lounge or anything like that. I mean, it's good for your mind. It's good for your brain to get out of the truck sometimes, walk around, look around, just kind of, you know, get a little movement. Because 90% of our day as truck drivers is this. Unless you're doing local delivery or something like that, or any like type of P&D work, that's basically what you're doing. It's just driving. And it's good for your head, just to clear your head a little bit. But now, back on the road, we're gonna get our road head going, and that's basically all that we got to do now is just drive. drive today, and that's what I'm getting to do. So we're good. Starting to get dark out already. Man, it's 5:30 local time right now, and that sun, ever since that time zone, the daylight savings time, ever since that changed, it just gets dark so fast. I hate that. It turns into like 7 o'clock at night and you feel like it's 10 o'clock. Makes you all tired, you get all sleepy too soon. Oh, it's a pain. But, you know, I'd rather gain an hour than lose an hour, which we get, you know, I have no idea what I was saying there. I'd rather gain an hour, but it happens overnight, so really, do you really gain an hour? Not really. You do, but you don't. It's kind of back and forth. But we're in Indiana now. I'm at the 85 yardstick, and I got about 150 miles left to get where I'm going for the night, to park, and then first thing in the morning we're gonna keep rolling. That's about all you can do. But today was interesting. You know, being at the dealership, the shop at the dealership, or what do they call it, an uptime center or something like that, little service area. I just get to add that to my book of memories of, I had never been there, so it's kind of, you know, it's kind of nice. You get to go to different places. Unfortunately, you go there to spend money. I hate that part of it, but either way, the quarter fender, that's already been replaced. The side panel is mounted, and it is good to go. I mean, I yanked on it, I got under there and looked and everything, and they got that secured pretty well, so I'm happy with that. And then the engine light, which is just a night light, basically. You know, if you got a Volvo and the engine light's not on, you almost wonder what's wrong. But it's some sensor. They went ahead and replaced that and took care of all of that, so now my engine light is off. And the guy tells me, he says, well, you should notice a difference. That truck should run a lot smoother for you. It was smooth before. I mean, I haven't noticed any difference. It drives the same. I've never been a big Volvo fan. I always liked the older trucks, the old P379s and Kenworth W900s. Those are the trucks I like. But when Jeff and I were at the last company, which I will do a whole review on that company at some point here, I don't know when, but I was never a Volvo fan. But then when I got this truck, I gotta say, my thoughts have definitely changed. This thing is so smooth going down the road. I mean, you hit bumps, you're still gonna bounce around. I mean, you're driving a semi. It's not gonna be like you're driving on a cloud. But that last company that Jeff and I were with, we had a T680, a Kenworth T680, and it was a 2018, 2019, something like that. And that truck, let me tell you, was so stiff. It was just like the Freightliner Cascadias. That stiff, hard suspension. And every bump, you feel it. Any little crack in the road, you feel it. Well, when I took this Volvo, I gotta
gotta say, you don't feel half of that. I mean, the thing is so smooth, it's unreal. And the steering is great, and the simplicity of it. I mean, you still got your gauges, you still got all your switches, and you know, there's still stuff to do while you drive, but for the most part, my thoughts on Volvo have definitely changed. It's not too bad. I like it. I enjoy this truck. Like I said, I'm not a Volvo fan, but I'm starting to come along with it. I'd much rather have like a W900 18 speed, you know, something I can control and be in charge of. These newer trucks, it's all computerized. You're just trying to do this, and you're fighting against a computer, and I don't like that. Those computers don't have the ability to reason. The computers don't have a mind to drive these trucks. It's all based on sensors, and I don't trust sensors. I don't trust it one bit. And I have my reasons for that. But anyways, it's starting to get dark out, so I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for riding along and, you know, going on that little walk with me. It was a relatively good day, and it's even better now that we're still driving. And I'll try to have something else out here soon. But go ahead and like these videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you want. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, and have a great hike.